Hello the world. This is Tatsuya in Japan. Today, I will talk on the relationship between Japan and Korea. Japan is an island country and Korea is the nearest neighbor of it. The two have been deeply connected with each other since old times. Now, we export culture each other and get along well. But we often cause conflicts. Japan and South Korea are both friends and enemies. Then, the relations of them are called Frenemy. From now, let's learn the reason for the complicated connection. It was from the 3rd to 7th century when people came from Korea and brought some kinds of culture to Japan. Those from China continent and the Korea peninsula taught Japanese local residents a technique of growing rice, kanji characters, Buddhism, and how to build a temple. These kinds of people, Toraijin, played a vital role in formation of culture and administration of my nation. Centuries later, in the 13th century, when Korea or Korea was subject to the Mongol Empire, the Peninsula nation proposed the empire to invade Japan. Mongol attacked Japan twice, but it was inferior thanks to heavy stone. In 16th, Toyotomi Hideyoshi, the governor of Japan at the time, asked Korea to let him cross the peninsula to reach and control Ming China. The dynasty of Korea refused his proposal, and Toyotomi attacked it. After Hideyoshi's death, Japan army withdrew from the fight. Japan devastated people and land of Korea. Later, Tokugawa Ieyasu, the first shogun of Edo Bakufu government, normalized relations with Korea. In Meiji era, things got worse. Japan made Korea open its ports and tried to invade it, which caused conflicts with China, which regarded the peninsula as a country subject to itself. In 1894, a massive political movement against the government occurred in Korea. China and Japan dispatched its army there to pacify it. During it, there were troubles related to control of Korea. Then, war was waged. After victory over China, Japan recognized the independence of Korea. However, in 1904, Japan made war on Russia, and 1 year later, then mediated a treaty which allowed us to control the peninsula. Japan controlled Korea since 1910. During Japan's control, infrastructure was set and industry got activated in Korea. Labor shortage problems occurred. In order to alleviate it, Japan recruited workers from Korea. But still, it was not resolved, and the empire took Korean people to island nation and made them work since 1939. During the time, Korean women, as well as Japanese and Taiwanese women, were dispatched to army as military prostitutes. In 1945, Japan was defeated in war. And in 1948, South Korea and North Korea got independent. In 1965, Japan and South Korea mediated treaties that state the problems related to right to claim between the two nations are completely and finally resolved. and Japan paid $5,000 million to Korea. In the treaty, Japan admitted Republic of Korea as the sole legal nation in Korean Peninsula. That is to say, our government doesn't regard North Korea as a legal nation. Now, South Korea got rich with its gross domestic product, the 10th largest in the world. But the nation still has problems. Some Korean companies sell apps, snack confectionery, and products which look similar to Japanese ones without permission. Of course, many Korean citizens are great and kind. With a few companies invade intellectual property that Japanese companies have. I hope both Japan and Korea to be riper and have greater relations each other. That's all for this video today. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to my channel. Bye.